What a bloody clinker of an afternoon this is.
It really is, though.
Stripe me pink, what a cracker. Fair dinkum pants. This is a dead set cracker afternoon, this one.
If you guys have missed a few episodes and you're wondering why we're wearing jumpers and why there is a house behind us, this is our Airbnb. We came back to Australia to have a baby who is due in 1 week. So this is such an exciting time for us. We're just counting down the days. He could show up any day now.
Surprising dad and then mum are two of the most incredible moments of my life, and there's fast approaching another one. Been catching up with a whole bunch of friends.
As you know, we're moving between boats. We're about to build our trimaran in Vietnam after we have this baby apply for his passport and visa and all that. So join us for this episode. Wait with us as we
Have a baby.
I'm Elena and this is Riley. And this is our home, La Vagabond. We've been sailing around the world for the last 6 years now, and recently it's like we're seeing everything for the first time through a new set of eyes. This is our little boy Lenny. Click the subscribe button to join our voyage every Monday.
Is that how you eat cereal? Yeah.
This week, we were planning to juggle a few relaxing tasks whilst waiting for our baby boy to arrive.
Oh, that was good.
All of a sudden, it had also become really important for us to capture a few last memories of being a family of 3.
The mountains are tall.
Push. Good boy. Get going.
It was important, we felt, to give Lenny some pointers towards being a helpful and responsible elder brother.
Where does this one go?
Plus, we figured we'd throw a baby moon party and invite a bunch of our friends over. Living a life away would be much easier if I didn't love my friends back home so much. We selfishly organise a fairly hectic social schedule when we're back in town to stave off the homesickness dogs when we're away.
That's what they call a dead cat, and that's my lens.
Casey,
Down
Ozzy's
here,
going to
Uncle
get
Paulie.
a spark.
We're going to light some sparklers for the children, Riley.
Paulie can have one. Yay for Paulie.
Yay!
Well done, Paulie. What are you boys doing? Do you want to go in the washing machine? Yeah, we can open that. Oh, I knew you'd do that.
Good morning, guys. So tomorrow is our baby's due date. We've been referring to him as Clem Fandango.
This is Clem Fandango. Can you hear me?
Who the are you?
Riley and I still can't agree upon a name out of our favourite names, so I think we're just going to wait until we see him, see what he looks like. The other night, I actually had contractions for 4 hours, and they got pretty intense. They were 3.5 minutes apart. Consistently, I was timing them, and then my midwife was like, keep timing them, and maybe go have a lay down. This might be a long night. And as soon as I laid down, they stopped. And nothing since, and that was 4 nights ago. So he's been a little bit of a tease. Got my hospital bag kind of packed. I'm still using the stuff, so I've just got it sitting on top of Clem Fandango's changing table.
You shut the up, Clem Fandango, and your made-up name.
But this is so exciting. Any day now, like any moment. Every time I feel something new or, yeah, I just think every day is the day, really. Riley's gone to the gym this morning. I've just cleaned up the house and we're going to take Lenny to the pool. It's his day off daycare. He absolutely loves daycare. Where is Lenny? Is he in a cupboard? Come on, should we go in the car now? Time for daycare? No. All right, Mum's going. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Today is one of the days he does not want to go. But we decided to have him for the weekends, obviously, and on a Wednesday. So he goes Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. He's got some little friends there. And every time he comes home, he has new words and new things to tell us. And you can really tell it's just so good for him to be around so many kids and learning new stuff. He's watching cartoons. He just had some Vegemite toast. Do you want to go to the pool? You want more Vegemite? How's the gym, Schmook?
It's all right.
Show me those pecs.
Yeah, there. We're filming today, are we?
Yeah.
Been sitting in Adelaide for about a month without picking up the camera. Welcome back, guys.
Might be the last day we have as a fam of 3.
Yeah, true. Lena's about ready to pop. Lena, do you want to go to the pool?
Wrong time. Bad things. Pain that you hide away. Nothing else. I'm trying hard, but you're not.
Go! Pop, 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 pop. What about?
We went on with our lives, and our little routine had fallen into here in the house, expecting every day to be the day he would arrive. But the days kept stretching on, and myself in particular became a little impatient. My 40-minute walks I'd been taking every morning turned into hour-long walks. I started to lightly intervene in the hopes to get things moving, but still nothing. I paid a visit to the hospital to do some fetal monitoring, as his movements had slowed down a bit. But apparently, he was happy in there, and I'd just have to chill out and wait until he was ready.
Soon?
Yeah,
Okay, good. Okay, so my midwife came over this morning and did a stretch and sweep. Not too pleasant. Oh my gosh, I'm having a contraction now. And I've been timing them. Just timing the gap between them. But these feel like the real deal. I've had contractions all day, but only in the past hour have they felt really strong and actually painful. Got my friend Caroline over for dinner. We're gonna order Uber Eats and just see how this plays out. Lenny's a bit grumpy, which isn't ideal. He's being super needy right now. He's just woken up from a nap. He just wants me to sit next to him and I cannot sit right now. Yes, anyway, let the midwife know how far apart my contractions are. They're actually getting closer. 5 minutes, 4 minutes 30, 3 minutes 30, back to 5 minutes. So there's still a bit. Incoming. Exhibit A. What do you want? What is it? Lenny's shoes. Eggs? Yeah, Dad cooked you eggs.
Should I pack my bag yet, Lena?
Yeah, I'm gonna pack mine too. You do not need a shave. You want a different tractor? What about this one? In the mud.
Yeah, that sounds good. Just see how they go. If they feel like they're intensifying over the next kind of 20 minutes, half an hour, or they're getting a bit closer together, they don't have to hit that exact 3 minutes, from the start of one to the start of the next.
Shall I wear this hat?
No! Why would you wear that?
Come on.
No! I can't believe this is happening. What is going on?
No, we just ordered Uber Eats.
Hopefully we get to eat them.
I'm not sure if it's going to get here before you want to head off to the hospital.
Seriously?
Yeah, so we'll see.
You don't want to watch the cow? You don't want to watch him? Mid-contraction, he's like, oh, no cow.
Is that your biggest problem, Lenny?
I wish that was my biggest problem. I wish I could, show you what a contraction feels like.
No.
Just for a second.
Why would you want to inflict pain on me?
I just want you to know. That was a bad one. I don't know when I should call Nikita over. I don't want to...
If you feel like they're getting more intense, then that's good. Or if you start to notice that you can't concentrate, or, you say to Riley, if you stop being able to talk to him through them, then that's a good time for me to come over.
I always hear stories like people think they have lots of time and then so they wait and then
all of a sudden they have it.
Next minute there's a head hanging out here.
I probably don't look it, but right about here, as we watched Lenny and Caroline play together, I was beginning to freak out a little. All of this fun and games was a welcome distraction from my contractions that grew a lot more intense each time. I had a feeling we would finally get to see his little face very soon.
Trying to eat some food while I can.
What have you been up to? Where?
He's been in a helicopter.
Have you? Oh, really?
In the sky.
Oh, wow. Right up in the sky. Yeah.
One last photo of the bump before it's no longer a bump. I just called the midwife Maureen's over, Riley's mum, as you've all met in the videos, to watch Lenny tonight. And yeah, the contractions are becoming really, really bad, like 30 hours in with Lenny. Bad enough that I would like to transfer to the hospital pretty soon. I definitely don't want to have a baby here.
Yeah, at the 4-hour mark here, we've progressed along as we were at the 24-hour mark.
Yeah, definitely. It's come real quick and it's a lot more intense, but regardless, I think we're going to the hospital. I'm 4 or 5 centimetres.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds very happy.
I'm glad Nikita got here when she did.
Yeah, thanks, Nikita.
That's all right. Thinking this is why I say no to people that live far away. There's nothing like driving, for an hour.
Yeah.
Going, please don't give birth while I'm on my way.
Hey, Lenny boy. Mum and Dad are just going to go for a minute and we'll come back. You're going to stay with Grandmama, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have fun with Grandmama. Can I have a kiss? Mama.
Bye-bye, Dada. Bye-bye, Mama.
Bye, baby. Love you.
Bye-bye, Dada. Bye-bye, Mama.
Bye.
See you, mate.
Mama, bye-bye, Dada.
Yeah, bye.
See you, Mum. Thank you.
No worries.
So I'm in the back seat. The baby is coming. Holy crap, I can't believe how fast. I haven't had the baby yet, but things escalated really fast. I was just saying, I'm so excited. Like, this is really perfect. Lenny could not have been in a better mood when we left him with Grandmama. And the past few days haven't felt perfect. And this afternoon was perfect. So I'm really happy that we got that, because we've had some days of not feeling so good or being down or whatever. He came at the perfect time. Well, he's not here yet. It could still be a very long time, but I hope not.
Well, you're thinking, though, that it's going to come quite quickly, hey?
Yeah.
We got in the car and Elena's like, I don't want to alarm you, but let's
Let's
get our
go.
skates on.
Yeah. I hope I have time for an epidural. You know how you get this sometimes and they're like, well, I'm like, I need a push. I hope I have time.
You feel like you need to push?
No. I'm getting that epidural. There ain't no question.
Do we need to take anything with us? We can just go.
I'm not going to make
Whole way to go, shall we?
to the point where I couldn't sit down at like 5 p.m.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, and did you do an examination?
Yeah, just before I got here.
Cool.
4 to 5, nice and soft and stretched. The head's not super well applied.
Alright.
But soft 4 waters.
Cool.
About -2.
Cool.
So yeah.
Let's get you that epidural while we can then, hey?
I'm wondering, I just want the optimum time.
Yeah. Look, second babies can be a lot quicker than first babies. So I know your first one was super long and that was quite traumatic. But if you 100% definitely want one, we're better off just getting one.
Let's do it.
While things are a bit more calm.
Now that this contraction is starting, I'm like, yes.
Get it now.
He's in a better position now.
I remember last time I had the epidural, I got like a zap in one side of my body.
When they were putting it in.
When it went
Yeah, that was so interesting. I was like, whoa, there's some scientific stuff.
And movements and everything have all been okay the last few days?
Yeah, he seemed happy.
There's a foot or something sticking out up there. Hello?
I swear it didn't work last time. Listen how low my voice is.
Yeah, baby.
I don't know if it's just me, but I'm constantly wondering how half the women around the world survive without even, a hospital to go to. I just can't imagine not having that option.
That's the hard part.
Does anyone else constantly wonder about this? I really do all the time. Women are just incredible. I feel very, very lucky to have been able to make it back to Australia, where our healthcare is so, so good. And I knew I was in good hands for this huge event that I was about to go through. Going into birth for the first time with Lenny, I had a much different idea of what it was like. For me, with Lenny, I thought I might be able to give birth in a pool with no pain medication. I gave it my all, but that's not how it panned out, with Lenny having a deflexed head. So this time around, I had a new kind of plan in my head. A plan that I thought could keep myself and our little boy the happiest and healthiest. I hoped with every part of me that this plan of mine would fall into place. So far, so good.
You getting the shakes?
Yeah, every time I go from down to up, she just examined me again and I went up and I get the shakes really bad.
That could also be
fun,
because
though.
your body's like, oh my god.
Yeah, maybe I'm just excited.
So what's the latest, Elena?
Well, Riley just saw his head. So he's there and they said I could wait and see if his head would descend by itself or I can start pushing. And I feel good about pushing. With the contractions, I can still feel the contractions, but no pain. It's perfect. And I feel I feel
You
very
look
present.
beautiful.
I don't feel out of it or anything.
I'm going to take a photo of you. What's happened, pants?
My water's just broken.
Wow.
Feel that building?
Yeah. Riley was umming and ahhing over whether or not he was going to help deliver the baby. The midwives and myself joked about it in the hours leading up to the moment, and by this stage, my preference of Riley being on the pillow end of the bed had gone out the window, and I really didn't mind. Last minute, and Riley wanted me to say this, Riley decided to take the helm.
Just breathing. Breathing.
Got your hands there ready, Riley.
Still breathing. We've got eyes coming out now. So, hands onto the hand. Like this, on either side. That's it.
Right, you make me cry.
Good girl. You let us know, okay? Okay, when you're ready, you give us a push. Going now. Big push. And just breathing. Breathing up and out nice and slowly. There we go. It's okay. 12 minutes past.
Hello. Okay.
Happy birthday. So just
Does he look small?
you look smaller than Lenny.
Hey, my
You made a solid mess down here.
Good boy.
Now you're an honorary midwife, Riley.
Yeah.
Doing some funny sideways.
Just that.
It's 4:30 in the morning. We are both extremely tired. There's no bed here for me.
We're all used up.
So I'm going to go home and then that will give me a chance to be rested so I can help Elena tomorrow. She's going to hang out here with Clem Fandango.
No. Little Darwin.
So I delivered the baby. Well, I mean, I was crying a lot. Like, it was pretty wild. I had my hands on his head. It's pretty forceful, like, to pull him out. So out came the head, and then she put my hands on the head, and then she was, like, really pulling, and then the rest of his body came out, and then I sort of fumbled it on its way up to you and plonked it on your chest.
Couldn't believe it when we saw it.
Riley went home at 5 that morning to try and get a couple of hours sleep before he'd help his mum get Lenny off to daycare. I laid awake in my hospital bed, just staring at Darwin, still with too much adrenaline in my system to sleep. We left the hospital at 11 a.m. that same morning, only 8 hours after giving birth. I did not think this was going to be the case, but the birth just went so smoothly that there was no reason I had to stay. And as amazing as the hospital staff were, I really just wanted my own bed and to be in the house for when Lenny came home from daycare. This would be the moment that Lenny would meet his little brother.
Where's the baby?
Baby.
That's Darwin.
That's not Harvey though, Lenny.
He's got a little top on.
Oh,
Nice. He's sleeping. That's because he's so little, isn't it?
when he's
So little.
Can you say Darwin? Darwin.
Oh,
Good
good.
boy.
That's your Darwin. That's your little brother.
You want to give him a kiss?
Oh,
On the head? On the
yeah.
head?
Okay.
Oh,
Good boy.
that's beautiful.
No.
Oh, lovely. Oh, little brother.
So Lenny thinks that Darwin is Harvey, which is Riley's best friend's kid. Who's
It's a hubby.
no, it's
It's a hubby.
Darwin.
I'm a hubby.
No, that's your brother.
I'm a hubby.
What's it going to get shortened to?
Okay.
Dars or Winnie?
We thought that in the car. We went through both of those.
Don't Abby. It's Minnie.
It's Minnie.
and Minnie.
Dars in his teenage years.
Riley's other names were Poncho
Yeah.
and Quito. And what was it like?
Oh, Quito. Which one? Quito. Quito. Yeah.
The first 2 nights were a real struggle. The first in particular. I cannot remember ever being this tired. The pregnancy insomnia I'd been experiencing carried on through to this postpartum stage. Whilst Darwin was sleeping like a champ, I lay wide awake. The housework quickly became impossible to keep up with. My nipples felt like someone had attacked them with sandpaper, but I pushed on through the pain, and by the second night, my milk was in. We tried to catch a wink here and there and look after each other as best we could. Darwin had completely stolen our hearts, and eventually Lenny's too.
Can you hold him very good?
Yeah.
So it's been 2 days since we...
Stop.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop vlogging.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Don't. Oh, the bus here.
Okay, you ride your bike. You show me how fast you can go. We were going to vlog together, but it's Lenny's nap time and...
Can you say bye-bye, Lenny?
Lenny's nap time and we're going to get him to sleep.
I'll put him in the car and go for a drive. He falls asleep in about 2 minutes. It's amazing.
Okay.
As long as we don't say the word S-L-E-E-P or T-I-R-E-D.
As I was trying to say, yeah, it's been 2 days since we brought Darwin home. Luckily, we were able to discharge out of the hospital 8 hours after we had Lenny. That's how good things went. I still can't believe how smooth that all was and how beautiful it was. Especially seeing him. When he first came out, I was expecting him to have like a squished face and big head like Lenny had, but he was just like beautiful. And I just cried so many happy tears. We both did, which I don't think I had with Lenny. I love them equally the same, but it was just a different experience. I was just so happy. The midwife came this morning, weighed him, hasn't lost too much weight, which they usually do after they come out. Very lucky, and he's just so beautiful. Lenny's taking really well to having him around too. I thought Lenny would be a bit jealous, not wanting to share me, but he's been so good. Apart from a few times I've been holding Darwin or breastfeeding and he'll come up and be like, Mama, cuddle, and I'm like, oh, you're sorry, baby, like you have to wait. But other than that, he's been really good, just wants to stare at him, watch him sleep, wants to kiss him on the head. I have to be quite careful. I really can't leave them alone together because Lenny just doesn't understand how fragile Darwin is and might smother him a bit too much. But yeah, so far so good.
It's okay, Bubba. Eat your lolly.
Peanuts and sesame seeds are going to be a nightmare in Vietnam, so I'm not going to be eating out a lot.
That's fine.
Oh,
I will.
We will. We'll just have to pack Lenny a little lunchbox.
Well, you can have mashed bananas.
Yeah.
That's sesame seeds. That's peanuts. There's some dust mites.
Kiwi fruit, which I
Kiwi
suspected.
fruit, yeah. I know.
Poor little guy. So it's very important for us to have Lenny's allergies as sorted as we can.
Poor Riley.
Chat to you guys in a second. So it's the next day. I never quite... Stop it with camera. But these are my friends. You want to say good morning? Say good morning. Look, it's Lenny. It's you. You still got a sick baby. Luckily, Darwin hasn't got it yet. My antibodies in my breast milk must be working wonders. Good morning.
Buenos dias.
How are you?
Good. Pretty relaxed here. Hanging with, what's his name again? He keeps spitting his dummy out and then crying. He'll spit it out and then cry, then you put it back in and he's happy for about 3 minutes, then he spits it out and cries again.
So we're actually going to give Darwin his first bath this morning. He is a week old. He hasn't had one yet, which is perfectly fine. They don't get very dirty, but his skin is looking really dry, and I think it's time. It's time to give him his first bath.
Starting to pong a bit.
But first, I just wanted to finish what I was saying yesterday about Lenny's allergies. So the allergy doctor was amazing. After another prick test and testing him for a whole bunch of other things, we found out he's also allergic to dust mites, kiwi fruit, which I suspected, and we found out that he's less allergic to peanuts and almonds, super allergic to all the others. But if we want to give him a gift in life, it would be to do a few more tests and start giving him peanuts and almonds, and maybe he'll be able to eat those for the rest of his life.
Him under controlled conditions in a hospital.
Exactly. And if we do that, he'll be able to eat them for the rest of his life. If we just ban him from all nuts, he will probably become less tolerant to those and he won't be able to eat them. So we think we should, especially seeing as we're going to be living on land in Vietnam for 6 months, we'll have to find another allergy doctor there. But that's something we're going to look into. Anyway, let's bathe the Nino. All right, you ready? We're going to give Darwin a bath?
Yeah. Big hand a lot.
Hands wet? Yeah, that's what happens. All right, mister. What do you think, Darwin? Does Darwin like that, Lenny?
Yeah. Darwin.
Can't believe how much he loves it. He's cold, isn't he? Yeah. Come here, mate. Oh.
And join us next week as we embark on the vagabond family tradition and take our newborn on an adventure, probably a little earlier than we should. And we go and dive some sinkholes.
Holy shit.